One time I had a question that one of my family members posed to me, that there is a sister who has just entered into Islam, and she saw a lot of people, my family members asking, saying that she saw a lot of people uh, putting a lot on her, a lot of pressure. She's became Muslim. Don't do this, don't do that. Make sure you do this, wear this, a lot. And it was very early on the first day, first week. So she felt, maybe is this right? Can you ask a Sheikh? على كل حال, I asked Shaykh Salih Sindi some advice for this. And there was some other jawanib to it, and university depth and whatnot. But al-muhim, al-shahid is, I asked the Sheikh. The Sheikh said, come, before I asked the question, he said, Sheikh said, come to my local masjid. I came to the local masjid. We went outside of his home, and he said, Tfaddal, ask. I asked the question, and he gave me some tremendous advice. He said, if there is a new Muslim, focus on two things, only two things, nothing else. But one, that they learn the pillars of Iman in more detail. Al-Imanu billah, and the Malaika, and the Kutub, the Rusul, and the Yawm al-Akhir, the Qadr, the good of it and the bad of it. These 6 pillars of Iman that every single Muslim knows, this new Muslim, all of us need to learn it in more detail. But this new Muslim needs to learn it in more detail. Focus upon that. Second advice, to learn and to be taught wudu, tahara, purification, and prayer. That's it. Don't worry about anything else for now. And so the person that's saying you're not allowed to wear nail varnish, you're not allowed to do this, you have to drop out of university, you have to. Shwaya. Teach them Iman, the 6 pillars of Iman. Teach them how to pray and do the wudu properly. Let them focus on this. They are fresh. Tawwa dakhalu fil Islam. And they need time in order for the Iman to become strong. And the Shaykh gave me a benefit which says, when a person becomes a Muslim, it is a test for them now. Will they be firm, or will they go back to what they were upon? And so that's why he said you find in the tarajim, the biographies of many of the scholars of the past, or not even scholars, just people in the past that became Muslim. Such and such a person became Muslim, وَحَسُنَ إِسْلَامُهُ, and his Islam became good. What does this mean? I never used to understand, what does it mean his Islam became good? Okay, well, Sheikh said that person became Muslim and they were firm, they passed their test. That struggle period, that time when shaitan brings all the temptations that was closed from them before, it opens up for them in order for them to be diverted from Islam. Maybe that man never was able to get the woman that he was after. Now he becomes Muslim. All of the shayateen women, the most beautiful that he was chasing, that were rejecting him, now they're all running to him. All of the dunya that he was trying to get, that was close to him, now is all coming to him. All of the haram that he was chasing, now he's a Muslim, it's become easy for him.
That's
and
shaitan.
this is from the ploy and the tactic of shaitan to try and get him off. If they are firm, then it will become easier and it will be harder to sway that person after they become firm. And that's when they say, وَحَسُنَ Islam, when his Islam became good. And so the Shaykh gave me that nice advice that stayed with me. May Allah reward him. And this is a benefit that the viewers can take as well. That when someone becomes a new Muslim, take it easy with them. Don't throw everything on them at the same time. Naam, sometimes you might have someone that has a high aspiration, a lot of ego, that is able to take a lot of mumkin. But generally speaking, someone that is from the general people, and take it easy upon them. Shwaya, habba, habba. Take it bit by bit so that they can take it properly and their Islam can become strong. And then later on, they will be strong enough to do whatever other things that they need to.
I think it's quite profound, the advice that he gave as well, because the fruits that those 2 advices will possibly, that they will come out of it from teaching them the correct belief, and then also teach them how to pray. The person that's doing that and that's striving in that, every time they're praying and every time they're making wudu,
Yeah, لا
the
شك.
reward they're going to be getting, they're going to be getting the reward for them.
لا شك. لا شك. That's from one angle. And from the other angle is, if you was to focus on these other secondary issues, nail varnish, you have to make sure you wear full jilbab. You have to make sure you drop out of university. You have to make sure you
leave your job because free mixing or whatever it may be, or this
you have to. Shuf, if you did all of that, Shaitan can deploy all these other shayateen that he's already fighting with himself, that he completely leaves Islam. Wala nail varnish they took off. Wala indahu iman. Whereas if you focus on just making the iman stronger and then praying, and the iman grows and grows and grows, they themselves, because they're going to be seeking knowledge, learning, they themselves are going to take off their nail varnish. They themselves are going to push themselves to wear their hijab. They themselves will stay away from haram and fulfill the halal. Because you focused on the asas, the foundation. Okay? This is from the hikmah that we benefited from our Shaykh. May Allah Azza wa Jal bless him.